Hello and welcome. Sugosha Media Private Limited presents a daily dose of aerospace and defense news from India and the world. I am your host Shanti Kubet, presenting you the news for today. The major headlines: IIT Madras incubated space startup to launch world's first multi-sensor Earth observation satellite. Agni Prime's ballistic missile successfully flight tested by DRDO off Odisha coast. Maiden India-France UAE maritime partnership exercise. Anticipating 5 defense deals from M777 to Predator drones during Prime Minister's visit to US. ISRO and CNES explore potential areas for future collaborations in space domain. India seeks German intervention to clear Indian defense orders for spares of tanks and submarines. LIG next displays AUV and XLUUV. South Korea to acquire new AEW and C aircraft to track North Korean missiles. Kongsberg receives new Naval Strike Missile NSM order for US Navy. The news in detail. An AIT Madras incubated space startup, Galax is building the world's first multi-sensor Earth observation satellite with the help of a visible spectrum camera, providing synchronized imaging that can take multiple images at the same time. The startup is going to launch its first satellite Drishti mission next year. The data fusion technology developed in-house will bring unparalleled insights and data from space, enabling satellite constellations to perform all-weather imaging at all times without atmospheric interference, typical of today's single-sensor satellites. The technology will enable the production of images with extremely high resolution via a small satellite constellation that, once fully operational, will provide global coverage in under 12 hours. The new generation ballistic missile Agni Prime was successfully flight tested by DRDO from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Island off the coast of Odisha on 7th of June. This was the first pre-induction night launch conducted by the users after 3 successful development trials of the missile, validating the accuracy and reliability of the system. Range instrumentation like radar, telemetry, and electro-optical tracking systems were deployed at different locations, including 2 downrange ships at the terminal point to capture flight data covering the entire trajectory of the vehicle. The first edition of India, France, and UAE maritime partnership exercise commenced on 7th of June in the Gulf of Oman. INS Tarkash and French ship Surkoff, both with integral helicopters, French Rafale aircraft, and UAE Navy maritime patrol aircraft, are participating in the exercise. The exercise, scheduled over 2 days, will witness a wide spectrum of naval operations such as surface warfare involving tactical firing and drills for missile engagements on surface targets, helicopter cross-deck landing operations, advanced air defense exercise, and boarding operations. The exercise would also include cross-embarkation of personnel for exchange of best practices. 5 major defense deals will be up for discussion during Prime Minister's visit to the United States beginning June 21st. They are M777 upgrade, manufacture of GE 414 aircraft engine in India under license, co-production of the Stryker armored personnel carrier under the Make in India process, examining the process for procuring the Predator drones to India, and the sale of 26 F-18 fighter aircraft for the INS Vikrant of the Indian Navy. On 6th of June, 2 meetings, one between National Center for Space Studies CNES and ISRO, and the other between ISRO and Arianespace, a company jointly founded by ESA and CNES, was held at ISRO's headquarters in Bangalore. At the agenda, development of ground stations, space situational awareness, novel propulsion technologies, space-based navigation, and potential cooperations in human space flight. One of the areas of focus was the evolution of climate monitoring and the role of the space agencies in procuring and processing the data. ISRO and Arianespace have been collaborating since the launch of the Ariane passenger payload experiment Apple spacecraft in 1981, which was India's first communication satellite. They discussed the increased demand for satellite deployments and avenues for partnership in the commercial launch service market. One of the points of discussion was using the LVM-3 and the Ariane 5 by 6 for complementary missions. The defense minister reportedly requested the German counterpart during the bilateral meeting to intervene and clear the hurdles frustrating supply of large volumes of spares and subsystems that the Indian industry ordered since last year. Anything which the industry buys, even the small parts, has to pass through BAFA, the German Federal Office for Economic Affairs and Export Control, Central Licensing Authority. Engine of the main battle tank Arjun is sourced from Germany. Four submarines commissioned by Indian Navy were originally made by Germany's HDW yard. The Indian industry is facing problems in getting spares on both the counts. India also seeks assistance from Germany in maintaining MTU's MT881 8-cylinder diesel engine, which powers Korean-made K9 Vajra. The German assistance mainly required is to upgrade the fuel pump and the air filter of the MTU engines, which will significantly enhance K9 Vajra operational capability in high altitude regions. LIG Next 1 displayed models of a new autonomous underwater vehicle and an extra large unmanned underwater vehicle at the MADEX 2023 exhibition in Busan, South Korea. The AUV, which is under development, has a length of 2 meters and a diameter of 20 centimeters. It has an operational depth of 200 meters and weighs 60 kilograms and is being developed under $9.1 million contract awarded to LIG by South Korea's Defense Acquisition Program Administration DAPA in December 2020. The increasing North Korean ballistic missile activity has prompted South Korea to proceed with the planned acquisition of additional airborne early warning and control aircraft. The Republic of Korea Air Force already operates from four Boeing E-7A Peace Eye AEW and C aircrafts. The new acquisition is expected to enhance the ability to monitor North Korean missiles and defend its airspace. The acquisition is being planned for the country's Airborne Early Warning 2 program. Kongsberg has received an order from Raytheon Missiles and Defense for naval strike missiles to the US Navy over the Horizon Weapon System program. Raytheon is a prime contractor to the US Navy. That's all the news for today. Thank you and have a great day.